is the chair of Zenkaikon.
First off, Zenkaikon is actually a multi-genre convention. It's not an anime convention. We do a lot of things, and there's a reason for that, and it's the reason why I went into the story here. So originally, Zenkaikon was two different conventions. There was an anime convention called Kosaikon in the Philadelphia area, and there was also a science fiction convention called ZentrainCon, which is in the Philadelphia area as well. And most of the people that worked one convention also worked the other. They all knew each other very much. And after about 2 years, they said, well, hey, why don't we just combine the event, and then we can just do all the things and not have to worry about, well, is this anime related? Is this science fiction related? What are we going to do? So they ended up merging the conventions into one, which is where the name comes from. So ZentrainCon, Kosaikon became Zenkaikon. So we were in Philadelphia for a number of years, and then in 2013, we got an amazing deal to move 90 minutes outside of Philadelphia to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where we have been since 2013 ever since.
Awesome. And what special guests do you have this year?
So this year, we do have some that we haven't announced yet. So if you are interested in what we're talking about and you go to zenkaikon.com, we will be announcing more guests as we go, as we get nearer to our dates in March. But we can say that we have voice actors Zeno Robinson from My Hero Academia, also from Ben 10 Alien Force. We have John Swayze, who is also from My Hero Academia, from Soul Eater, also Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as well. We have two guests that we've also announced that come almost every single year. They're wonderful to have, and we're always happy to have them. Carl Custard, also known as Uncle Yo. He's a stand-up comedian who specializes in like geeky, nerdy stuff. He hosts a lot of things for us. He's fantastic to be there. And then Greg Cox. Greg Cox is a New York Times best-selling author. He does a lot of movie tie-in books. So if you see like a science fiction or kind of a cool action movie kind of thing, he's the one who writes the novelization of it. Some of his novelizations have gotten like really big. They've blown up quite large. But the reason why we bring him every year and always happy to have him is that he lives literally across the street from the convention center. So having someone like that is always a great plus. And he always does a lot of really cool panels on like writing, if you've ever been interested in creative writing, he does things like that. He tells you how to write. If you're interested in publishing a book, he tells you, this is the process to get your book published.
So what panels are you looking forward to?
Honestly, I look forward to all the panels. I really do. Because we do multi-genre stuff, so we run the convention like an anime con, but it's really a situation where we have so many different things. So you'll have anime panels that if you go to a lot of anime cons, you'll see the same kind of anime panels that you see there. But you'll also see like panels about Doctor Who and panels about Star Trek. We'll have like Japanese cultural things. We'll also have different. For example, this year I know someone's just submitted a panel about the King Arthur mythos, because this year our theme is the Renaissance Fair. So we've got quite an eclectic group of panels. We usually have over 200 panels and workshops at Zenkaikon. So we really do try to emphasize the idea that there's going to be a lot of interesting things to do. That's not going to be necessarily just going to the dealer's room, which is quite large, or just seeing our Artist Alley, which is always a huge event for us. But you're also going to be able to experience and learn a lot of things and see a lot of things that you wouldn't typically see at other conventions, and we really pride ourselves on that.
Great. And so you have the cosplay and the masquerade, you have the karaoke room, video games, tabletop gaming. What makes Zenkaikon special?
Part of it I think is the city that we're in too, Lancaster. We really, you can't quite see it behind me, but one of our taglines is a big con in a little package. Other conventions really bigger than us, but we're in a city that has about 80,000 people, and of course we're surrounded by rolling lush fields. It's Amish country. So when you do get into the city, we pretty much kind of take over the whole city for the weekend. It's really like the event that everyone in Lancaster comes to see. And because the city's big enough, it's not too big, but it's big enough that it has a lot of really cool, eclectic things that other cities of a much larger size have. Really funky restaurants, really cool historical things. Lancaster, being in Lancaster, I've learned so much about this stuff. Lancaster was actually the capital of America for one day, as the Continental Congress was moving, as the British had taken over Philadelphia. The largest, the oldest farmers market in America is actually right across the street from us in Lancaster, and there's a lot of really cool places to get something to eat there. There's a former president of the United States whose house is in Lancaster, so that's sort of a historical thing if you want to go and tour that. So you see a lot of really unique things that other cities might not necessarily have. So it's the atmosphere of everything. It's the stuff that we do combined with what the city brings a unique synergy that you're not going to find at too many other conventions.
I like how you're networking. You're showing up at Anime USA. Are we going to find you at other places in Japan?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. We're going to be at Derpycon in northern New Jersey in 2 weeks. That's like Halloween weekend, pretty much. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be at another convention. We're planning on going to PhilCon in Philadelphia. PhilCon is the oldest science fiction convention ever. That one started in like 1936 and it's still going. So like going back to with the multi-genre thing. So we will show up at anime conventions, but we'll also show up at science fiction conventions and other kind of conventions. We're going to be at SetsuCon. We're going to be at KatsuCon, and then after that, it's pretty much on to our actual convention itself. So.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
No, other than I would encourage you all, if what I've said intrigues you and you'd like to just check us out, you can go. I'll actually put the flyer up right here because you're probably wondering, how do you spell Zenkaikon? So that's how you do it right there. You can follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also TikTok. We're putting out TikToks as well. Zenkaikon.com. You can check out everything that we're doing. We have way more stuff than what's on this flyer that we're doing. There's only so much real estate on here. So like I said, if what we said intrigues you, go to our website, check us out, follow us on social media, and reach out to us if you have any questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.